Hello YouTube, Komodo Gaming here, bringing you a first impression of a Roller Coaster Tycoon world. This is my first video like this, and I figured what would be a better game than one that's going to probably crush my soul. But anyways, Roller Coaster Tycoon entered early access as of today. I'm playing it a bit late. I was busy today doing other things. But I'm kind of excited, and this is not a good sign. I don't like seeing a open letter talking about early access and what they may or may not finish. But yeah, let's go ahead and go through some of the settings. Go ahead and turn this all the way up. I'm concerned. When I looked at the Steam page, it was on mixed review earlier before the game released, and I was like, okay, well that's really, most of that's left over from the beta. But I went back on there before I just fired it up, and I saw that it went to mostly negative, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So I've definitely got some concerns. I don't know. We should have to give it a shot here. Kind of get some, I guess, 3 maps. Here's some scenarios. Nothing out of the norm. The content manager, I believe that might be one of the only saving graces for this game, depending on if you get an active community to build some custom content. I am excited about that. They do have some sort of workshop integration, so let's load up a world here and let's try to build something. Let's see. Let's look around here. I have to say, graphically, it looks really meh. It looks like a slightly sharper 3. I don't know. Well, maybe I shouldn't say anything. Let's go through some of the options here. I guess maybe I need to put down some rides first and look at how all that looks before I really judge graphically how good or bad the game is. Let's see. Look at the options here. You get time of day. All your normal stuff here. Let's see. Buildings. Roller coasters. Just delete button. Grid. Okay. Yeah. I believe I can do this. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start out here. Let's see what kind of paths we got. Okay, so I guess I don't know, I guess I'm used to Planet Coaster where you just throw a path down and just kind of make it go wherever you want. This seems like there's several options for that. They got a good selection of paths. I'm fairly impressed there. I was a little worried about the amount of content the game was going to have when it said early access. I know there's a lot of things missing, like transport rides and just various things. But there's not a shortage of paths, given that. Let's see. Okay, so that's the grid here, so we just kind of line it up. I think that's centered, or close enough. Okay, well, the path tool isn't bad. I know I've heard some complaints about it, but to be honest with you, I wasn't really exactly impressed at first with Planet Coasters. I was really confused by it, but actually I got used to it, and now I enjoy it. Oh my, those textures. Whew, that's that's a little rough looking, huh? Okay, let's move on. Let's hope all the peeps or park guests don't look like that. Let's go to some of the rides here. Okay, well, you've got some of your standard rides. Let's see. Let's place one of them down. Hold shift key to. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. All right. So the entrance and exit are already placed on this ride. So spin it around. Let's just place it out. I'm not going for like looks here, so I'm not gonna really decorate. I'm just kind of seeing how everything works. And let's see. I guess I need to build a path and a line. One thing I'm disappointed about, I think it's going to be a feature later on. I love creating custom buildings. I love piecing together things. It's one of those really fun. Is that path crooked? I guess not. But yeah, it's one of those fun things. Wow, what is that? Oh, listen to this sound. This sounds like a gunshot. Let's pick another path here. Okay. Now listen. Oh, that's great. That is absolutely wonderful. Okay. I don't know who thought that would be a good idea. It's like, hey, let's put a sound of a cannon or a gunshot when you destroy things. So, you know. Alright, let's place a Q path, and we need to place, I guess, a normal path for the exit. I don't like how the entrance and exit are already placed because, like, I mean, there's always ways you could, especially when you have like custom buildings, you can build stuff around them, and sometimes it's nice to have it where you can enter in one side of the building and exit the other. So it's a little strange. Having a problem yeah, there we go. I was having a problem figuring out if I was using the same like style of path. And apparently it's night. Okay, so it does have a day and night cycle. I wasn't really sure if it had that or not. So let's put down some lamps here. They got a nice selection of lamps. So you get some banners, you get some looks like speakers. That's pretty cool. I didn't expect them to have, you know, every time I hear early access, I get really afraid. Keep hearing like that there was going to be a real lack of content. I mean, it seems like there's a good bit here, maybe a little more than I expected. But I don't know. We'll keep kind of brushing through and figure out why can't I turn this. I'm not really liking the way this, like where you place it doesn't feel like you've got a lot of freedom. Like it feels like it's really jerky, but could be because I have the grid on. Maybe that's what it's trying to line up with. Let's see. I get some flags. Let's see. What else do we have here? Atari, Nvidia, random banners. Yeah, that's pretty positive. That's pretty cool here. That's a bit more than I expected as far as the decorations. And, yeah, I still wish there was a way just to snap it like the old games. You just line it up on the path and it throws like them on both sides. But I mean, I guess this is made for more freedom. You can be really exact about how and where you want to put your lamps and all your good stuff. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Not sure what that is. Yeah, we got a good selection of plants. That's actually good. Planet Coaster has a little bit of a lack of that right now. Now, don't get me wrong. What they have there is absolutely the game. Planet Coaster is stunning. This game is, I mean, it looks like an upgraded. Well, and when I say upgrade, not by much. Like an upgraded 3. There's a lot of like. The textures just look really muddy. I mean, it definitely looks better than when they released that first trailer. That the game looked worse than 3, and that's when they switched up, and this thing ended up in development hell. So I don't know. I don't really see what the upgraded as far as the engine goes. I think they're using Unity, and to me, Unity's not really a bad engine. I think it's the same engine that City Skylines uses, and that game's absolutely gorgeous. So I could be wrong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but let's see. Oh, these are cool. Make like these set pieces. Yeah. And here's some rocks. You've got whatever the hell Adventure Rock is. Okay, so you've got an Adventure Rock and you've got a General Rock. Okay. Oh, there's a nice selection of rocks. I give them that. Get some rocks. Looks like a Western theme here. Huh. Those are neat. I don't know. I wonder if you can like intersect them and kind of build your own like canyons and stuff. Oh, there's plazas. That's actually really cool looking. I'm assuming the guests can walk through those. Looks like you can connect the paths. That would be a shame if they couldn't. Let's see. You get some arches. You know, there is a lot of cool decorative stuff in here. I'm actually impressed. And not as disappointed at the moment. Well, that's cool. Got some little nice set pieces. I mean, it's going to be really, really like when everybody starts to mod it and starts to create a lot of content. I mean, if everything's done right, there's an endless amount of content that you could have, and people, as long as they commit to it, they could create. I mean, that in itself is fairly exciting. So let's see. There's a candy. Oh wow, man, those textures are rough. Look at that. Yeah, that's not pretty. Let's see. Go to my yeah. I had the graphics set up all the way, so I think it's just the way they are. I can't edit them in game, so let's see. Let's get rid of the candy cane here. What to do next? I'm gonna place a couple more rides, and we'll mess around with the shops and stalls, and we'll probably end it with a coaster. Oh, okay, that kind of swung me all the way over here. Let's see. That's a neat ride. It's like a little, like a mini coaster. That's like a Western style Ferris wheel. Let's play some merry-go-round. That's a pretty standard ride. Hey, you know it'd be really neat if it had the original music from the first game. Even I think the second game had the same music. That used to get stuck in my head. Let's see. Well, you can make the paths, you can use like a small, medium, large. It's not quite the control that you have at Planet Coaster, but it's still something that the game's never had, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I've reached a park value of 1,000. Okay, is that... Okay, that looks straight. No? Come on. Okay, this path tool is getting a little annoying. It feels like it wants to stick, but then even I think that's crooked. I don't see, that's a problem. Is the main path crooked? Maybe the main path's crooked, and that's now everything else is gonna appear crooked. I don't know. Like, I'm not really digging the way it doesn't feel quite as, it feels like it doesn't have quite the freedom. It's like there's like weird snap points. Like, that's not one bit like even. It's like it was trying to, it's like it thought it was like a four-way like intersection there with the queue on the other ride. Let's see if I can get this to go just straight. See, no, it wants to snap over there. Like, I cannot get it to go. It's really stupid. I mean, like, I get lining up the intersections, but like, what happens if it's like a queue path? I mean, you'd have to really just you'd have to line the rides up. I mean, you don't have any control over the entrance or exit, so I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. Let's open the park, get some people in, and see kind of what happens. Go in, open the rides. Come on, people. Let's visit the park here. I have a feeling the peeps are going to be absolutely hit. If they look any bit like what the looks like the gate attendants are, oh, it's gonna be bad. What in the heck? Are they skipping or floating? Wow. I swear I have the graphics turned all the way up, so I don't know why they would, like, oh my. Oh, this is, oh my, those animations are absolutely terrible. Oh god. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I mean, look, what's wrong with him? It's like his spine's like he's moved forward. Like his ass end pokes out. Like, nobody's walking together. I get it, it's early access, but is this kind of the final thing for peeps? Are they gonna come in like in groups or as like a family? It just seems like everybody just came in and just scattered. Oh, this is, and they're ugly. I'm really worried already. I can already tell you this. And see, I wouldn't can this so bad. I mean, I understand early access, but this thing's been in development hell. There's been there's just been so much turmoil. Like, if you're gonna release this on early access, at least have it in a state to where, you know, you like this is ugly, this is bad. I can already tell you just the way my initial impression here that certain things are going to really bug the hell out of me. This is already becoming really apparent to me. Anyways, we'll keep building here. I'm gonna place down some buildings. I need to do like some roller coasters. I'm not giving up on it yet. And you know, to be honest with you, I'm not going to give up on it. You know, it's a part of what I do is to go in and play these type of games. That's what I've set out to do. So we're not gonna give up on it. I'll stick with it. But if I was just buying this for my enjoyment, no. I could already tell you I'd be watching my time right now on Steam. Actually, I think the first day or two, like, I don't think there's a time limit. I think you can return at any point. Why can I not place this path? Okay. Place it over here, but I can't, like, it won't extend. Come on. Anywhere, like, I can't get it green anywhere, and nothing happens. Oh my. Okay, well, the path tool is bad. I guess if I could delete the end here, maybe that will free it up. Man. I don't like seeing this at all. You know, Atari has made great Roller Coaster Tycoon games, but, you know, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I had a feeling, I mean, just something's just not right here. Just something doesn't look right. The animations, everything just looks off. Everything's blurry. Like, the guests are really fuzzy looking. They're all janky looking. The animations are absolute garbage. They walk around. They just, as soon as they walked in the park, they flailed their arms in the air and made weird noises. Like, when's the last time you've gone to a theme park? I mean, you know, let me take that back. I've probably seen that. Well, look at that. Even there, going down the slide, it just looks like, I don't know. This is not really sad. Like, it's missing a charm or something. It's missing, something's just not right. It doesn't feel like when I played the old Roller Coaster Tycoon games, it had that charm. It was a nostalgia. I mean, for the time, it looked great. You know, it was like, oh, you know, this is cool. And I had that same feeling when I loaded up. And I'm going to make the comparison. I have to, because both games have released, like, literally within days, or their early access versions have released within days of each other. But Planet Coaster, like, when I started playing that, I felt like, oh, this, you know, you get that warm, fuzzy feeling, you know, looking at the guests, the graphics, how everything just is done. But here, I'm just getting a really generic and bland feeling. Right now, we don't have custom buildings, but, you know, one thing I do kind of like here, I'm liking the stalls, and they have some actual, looks like fairly small buildings. I guess you have to place staff buildings too now. I'm normally not one to do that. Like, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 had an excellent custom building tool, and you used to be able to put, like, custom shops and sell whatever you want out of them. So you didn't even really have to use these stalls. And I'm not against stalls. You know, I will place them in certain areas of the park, but I love custom buildings. So I can't really judge that right now. I mean, once they do release it to where you can build those, and hopefully they have like those little tables and stuff you can set up in them. That way you can sell items, and you can almost completely avoid stalls. But you know, it looks like we have a good selection of stalls. I'm a little confused about hiring staff here. I guess I just select the number of employees, or let's see. Okay, it's a souvenir stall. What else do we have here? Janitor stalls. There's buildings and stalls. So I guess it just changes the number of employees. Let's see. Let's find a place to place this. I found a place here. Like I said, I'm not really picky. This part probably won't be saved. Just trying to figure out how everything works and just get an initial impression of the game here. Okay, entertainer, what is that? Can we not change the entertainers? Okay. Guess not. I have no clue what the thing is that's floating. Is that an alligator or? I don't know what this. There's not much peep noise. Like you'll hear an occasional like woohoo or something random, but like there's no like background. Like there's not enough background noise. So it's really odd. And oh, I have no clue what. Okay, it's a sheriff owl. Okay, those are random. Let's keep building. Let's build some more buildings here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that is neat. I give him that. I've never seen like restaurants in the game, so that's a new addition. Now this would be cool. You know, you get some custom content. No telling what people would put together. You can put buildings like this. All right, I like that. Yeah. Let's see. So we can adjust the price here. Let's go in. You don't have the amount of customization that you had in 3. Like you could put different ingredients on burgers, you know, select how much salt, ice in the drinks. Just you could be really picky about whatever you want to do there. Does this actually affect the price by doing the quality? Let's see. Turn it to low here. Okay, it does. Okay, at first I didn't think it like affected. I was like, well, why would you make it low quality if it didn't affect the price? But yeah, okay, that affects the price. See, that's neat. I like buildings like this. This is that's cool. They kind of go off in the abyss there, but yeah, that's neat. Okay, well, stall wise, it's pretty strong. I like a lot of these. It's a drink stall. Huh. Wow, that is a really expensive drink. That's strange. What is that noise? What is that? Are they dying? Oh my. That's scary. Okay, we're gonna get away from that. I need to go build a coaster. That's ridiculous. Okay, hyper coaster, wooden coaster. Let's do a wooden coaster. They got a decent selection for coasters. And okay, well, I guess the station is already completely built. Guess that makes sense. I wonder if when we can build custom buildings, can we build stations? That's one thing that's really cool, is design a awesome station. So it's a little concerning. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. I've used this once. I had a friend who had the beta, and I got to play around with the coaster editor. It takes a bit to get used to. Like you can still do it like the old style, but you also have the. Oh, well, that's a hell of an autocorrect there. We just swoop it around the station and run through it. Huh. Okay, but anyways, yeah, you can kind of do the same old like way you built in the older games, and then you got this somewhat similar to Planet Coaster where you can kind of just swing it wherever you want. This one's already a little more awkward. Like you can control the length and you can make it go up and down, but to get to the different settings, like I really kind of wish it was to where you just lay the track down and then you can start to twist it to do the banking, and you can just really fine tune. Like I guess you can with the points, but let's see. Let's get a chain lift on here. But yeah, I guess you could do it with the points, but I don't know. Something doesn't feel quite right about it. I guess it might just take some getting used to. I could be complaining about nothing here. But overall, I have this feeling of disappointment of that this thing is going to take a long time to have any potential, and I don't know if that time that's when it like is it going to come, or is it going to be too late? I know price wise it sucks. $50 for something that it's in this shape, and then I know people are going to argue that, well, you can get into early access with Planet Coaster for $75, which I think is ridiculous. I did it. I'll fully admit that I did it. Do I like the price? Oh hell no! It's it's a bad price. I mean, $75 to get into early access for something that we're gonna have to wait to actually be complete. Now, Planet Coaster is listing the final game at like $30, which that's still, if it does come out at $30, I would, like, hell yeah. But this for $50? No, this isn't a $50 game. And like I said, I'm not gonna go refund it, but I would suggest if you want to try this out, keep track with your time. I don't know, they have a weird refund policy, which I give them credit for that. I think they're trying to work with people, but I mean, this doesn't feel any bit near like what it could be or what it should be. Like, the feeling I'm getting right now, I'd rather, like, say Planet Coaster wasn't even around, I'd rather go play 3. 3 just has a, I don't know, it's like a different feeling, a different charm. Like, I just don't like, you can see the peeps in the background. Like, when you get really far away, like, everything just gets really, like, it gets uglier than it already is. So, yeah, my initial impressions here are not really good. It's not really surprising, to be honest with you. You know, and I bought this game out of, like, I wanted to play it. I'm a sucker for theme park games, so it was almost instant. Like, I want to play this. I don't really care. I want to try it out. And I can already tell you, I'm regretting that decision a little bit. But I figured if I can make a video out of it and inform other people that, you know, kind of what you're getting into, that it's probably going to be worth it in the long run. Like I said, I am excited for the custom content to come out. That's something that, you know, could redeem a lot of things about this game. That, you know, if you get a strong enough community that you have like an endless amount of content, that always helps PC games, even ones that are not so good. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how active it becomes, but I have a feeling if you're going to have like a really bad initial impression, that you're going to scare off a lot of potential people that are going to want to build and, you know, mod the game. So I don't know, that's concerning. But Coaster Creator, it's not bad. It feels a little out of whack. Like, I don't like the way you have to bank the track. Like, I figured there would be, I don't know why there's not an easier way to do that. Let's see if we can autocomplete. Nope, can't autocomplete. But it feels awkward. Let's see. But yeah, I suppose at any point I can go grab any of those points and adjust the ride, which, you know, they're getting better, like these types of games about their coaster creators. You know, it's nice seeing this amount of freedom, but this one in particular doesn't feel like awfully good. It's got a weird feel, and I keep saying that. I mean, it might just be that I need to play with it for another hour or two. So yeah, let's complete this thing, and we're gonna try out the ride camera and try to wrap this up. Alright, it is time to ride my absolutely wonderful creation. Like I said, I was just really wanting to test this out. I'm not going for style or looks with the roller coaster. I just want to see how the coaster designer works in the, well, not the final product, but whatever you want to call this, the early access. But overall, I can't shake this feeling of like being extremely disappointed in just several different aspects. The graphics, just how everything is handled. There is a decent selection of items in the game. I do give it that. That's really neat to see. I know hopefully if they're true to their word, you're going to get some extra features, custom building, stuff like that. Really, the community could save some of this. I'm not sure if they're going to. I'm pretty sure the backlash is going to be pretty heavy about the game because it's just been in development hell, and it's been released in a state that I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, you can charge $50 for this. And this is weird coming from somebody, like I said, that bought Planet Coaster at $75, which, no, don't do it. Not unless you absolutely cannot go without that game, don't do that. I did it for the sole fact of I am absolutely crazy about these games, and I figured I can make some videos on it, which I will have another Planet Coaster video coming really soon, probably within the next day. I was going to release one today, but I saw the opportunity to do like a first impression on this, so I decided to do that. But yeah, I wouldn't say spend 75 on that. You can wait until I think it's going to be priced at like 30, but 50, the asking price for this is absolutely ridiculous. Don't do it. There's too many things that I can see that are wrong, and a lot of the complaints that you hear, and this is coming from somebody that's a major Roller Coaster Tycoon fan. This is kind of upsetting to see. I can't say that I'm surprised, though. I had a little bit of faith, and I decided I was going to, let's go ahead and purchase. I'm not going to return it. I'm going to wait and see what the community does, and maybe I can get some more videos out of it, and maybe down the line it will become enjoyable. But, yeah, if you like this, I've got plenty of videos come out. If you want to like the video and subscribe, we'll see you guys next time.